All right, shalom, brothers and sisters in the street. I'm your brother Mo. I told I'm coming to you again with another lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying to those of you who are tuning in. And today's lesson, we're going to go into what we see in Revelation 6 and verse 5, where the third seal was broken open, and we see the third horseman comes out, which is known as famine. And we know Great Babylon America is going to be facing famine. Now, let us not forget that these people right now a few weeks away from celebrating their Independence Day, 4th of July, and also they're going to continue to wine and dine, while Jake, however, is on the sidelines living in absolute horror, starving, unable to make rent, pay bills, put gas in the vehicle, or even afford food, and have to solely depend on Esau, those especially the 2/3 that depend on this man for everything and not turn to the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. But before we get started, I'd like to give all glory and honor to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM Rakakadash. Double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you, brothers that are putting on this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And also to you, brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom. Let's go into the book of Proverbs 1, starting with verse 23. And it says, "Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you." Now let's go into that word reproof here. And this is the word reproof. And it's an expression of blame or disapproval. It also means reprimand. Okay. And let's take a look at what reprimand says. It says rebuke, especially an official one. Now, the rebuke that's coming from YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is official. Because he was the one that said it. He said, "Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you." And now who those words have been made known to? The hopefully elect, the 1/3. The ones that who actually are turning and heeding, the words of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, who's heeding these warnings, even though, Esau is trying to counteract that with his own version of what is happening, and the other 2/3 are actually following that because they believe in their earthly god Esau. And it says, "Because I have called and ye refuse," talking to the 2/3 here, "I have stretched out my hand," meaning he has put out the prophets, the elders, teachers, and brothers from Great Millstone, and also likewise brothers out there on the highway and the byway, and putting on these lessons on and epistles on the internet, "and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught all my counsel," meaning they've spoken against it. Even IUIC, went to the ghetto, try to talk to these people, and you saw what they did, They called Esau terminators to come there to exterminate IUIC, So how much more you think they're going to do to the righteous men, who are actually teaching the proper doctrine, And we await those days to come, And it says, "and would not of my reproof," meaning they're not going to listen to authority, They're not going to listen to authority. The man that YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI set on this earth to go and deliver these messages is an authority over, Israel, There are certain men that he picked, certain spirits that he awoken to go there and teach this truth, And he says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Now we know these 2/3 are what? They are following the ways of Esau, because you see right now you can find videos with Jake doing that prep, especially Jake who's serving the military. They're doing a lot of that extra prep, and they're actually aligning themselves with these Edomites. They're doing YouTube videos, they're doing Facebook videos, they're doing what's the other one there? That Chinese platform that they use out there, TikTok, and they're expressing, hey, look what they're doing, they're prepping, for what Esau has told them is going to be, somewhat of a famine or shortage of food like that. So they're prepping like that. We know this as the judgment, as spoken in Revelation 6 and 5, where there's a great famine that's going to come here, and next the fourth horseman is going to be death. Why? Because there's a lot of things that's going to come out of this great famine here. See, people don't even behave themselves as long as they're eating. You saw in the beginning of this video, those Edomites, they're toasting, the talk of the life, the talk of the town, I mean, they're in this dismal, they're in a bubble, And why? Because they're the people on top right now. And these low-level Edomites, and that's the ones who are not part of that, those Edomites that are underground, the elites, the Illuminatis, So 99.9% of these Edomites are down here on earth, like the rest of us, okay? And they don't have the coverage of the house of David. They are going to get this judgment. Now let's go and take a look here how these Edomites actually respond to this, and how Jake also, along with these Edomites, is dealing with this. Is the book of Luke, chapter 12, starting verse 15. It says, and this is YAHAWAH BAHASHAM speaking to the disciple. He said, and he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness. Now let's take a look at this word covetousness here. Okay, it's COVETOUSNESS. Okay, let's take a look at this word. Okay, and what does covetousness means? It means marked by inordinate desire for wealth or possessions, or for another's possession. Now, who does that sound like? That sounds like Esau. Okay, because Esau is the one that actually was given the sword to go and conquer the world. There is no society on this earth that Esau has not laid his fingers on. That's the reason why, and this is quoting here, where he spreads like a Green Bay 3. Okay, he has embassies all over the place. Okay, he has his military all over the place. Okay, he gives command and control. He has a command and control set up on all four corners of this earth, in every nation where he put up his puppet government and control. Okay, control, rape, pillage, rob, and murder the people in those places. And yes, he does it. Okay, and he has all these agencies that he uses, that he present to the rest of the public here. Okay, in blind Great Babylon America, as the FBI, the NSA, the CIA, but those are all his terminated agencies that goes there and terrorize this earth. Okay, and it says, and he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. This is Great Babylon here. Okay, and he thought to himself, saying, what shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, this will I do, I will pull down my barn, I will build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. Isn't that the spirit we got going on here right now? Okay. And our silly 2/3, okay, lost 2/3, no matter how much you bring it out, no matter what kind of videos we put out, no matter how much we stand out there, and we're all over the place, okay, putting our lives on the line, okay. But we are doing this work for YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, because we were told, we are commanded to do this. Okay, we were reprimanded, okay, and told exactly what to do. And these 2/3 here, they don't obey, okay, or not listening to the reprimand. They don't listen to authority. Okay, Esau is doing this. This is Esau's way of thinking, and our 2/3 is thinking like this. Okay, so they believe they're going to get themselves out, as you see throughout this video, which I got from the Epic Economist. Okay, this is their counselors, their wise men, who would tell them, hey, you need to go in the grocery store right now and go buy a lot of food and stock up. Okay, now check this out. It says, but God said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So guess what? At the end of the day, okay, whether you live or die, whether you're going to have food, okay, whether you're going to eat or whatever the case is like that, it all depends on YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Okay, and guess what happened to this fool? Okay, he gets put to death. And it says, so is he that laid up treasure for himself and is not rich towards God. Okay, our power. Okay, so this is what these heathen nations are going to be doing. All 17 of those other nations that are here, okay, other than Yasharala, Israel, that are here, okay, are doing just this. They're laying up treasures. They're storing up food. They're preparing, okay, to go through what they think is going to be some bad times, and then it's going to bounce back again, not understanding that what comes next is the fourth horse, which is death. Okay, and it says, and he said unto his disciple, therefore I say unto you, take no thought of your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body what ye shall put on. Okay, and that takes a lot of faith. Okay, because we've been out here in the world where it says that you should save a little, you should do this, you should do all of that stuff. Okay, and we are pounded every day, with media output from Esau on all of these different things. But now we're looking at it from the spiritual aspect of it, and we understand what the sequence of judgments that's going to be put here on Great Babylon America. So we're not going and doing what these people are doing. Okay, yes, you buy some food, yes, you might buy a little bit of extra food, whatever the case is like that, just to save yourself, spending more money on gas or just going out there amongst these wicked people, unless you have to. Okay, but we're not doing what these people are doing, stocking up guns, and preparing, to dig yourself underground in a hole and do all of this craziness and get together in groups. Okay, and it says, The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and God feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls? So YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI Mashiach is saying, we are going to eat. Okay, don't think anything about it. Okay, that the birds are going to eat. So what do you think about us, his servants? Okay, let's close it out with this. This is Isaiah 65. Start with verse 13. Okay, because this is the sure, okay, the hopefully elect that we have to have this faith. Okay, this is a true test of faith. Okay, and you know, Proverbs 1, 23, 29, which I read, which was about that reproof, that really summed up the entire ministry right there. Because really, if they don't listen to the authority who they can see, they're not going to listen to the authority they can't see, which is YAHAWAH HaMashiach. They're not going to listen. Okay, they're not going to listen to man who they can see here. Okay, so it sums it up for the whole ministry is all about giving the warning, and those who have ear to hear, they will obey. Those who don't want to obey, then they will perish. Okay. And what I just read in Luke, okay, is about our faith, because it goes here. Let's go back into Isaiah 65, verse 13. It says, therefore thus said the Lord God, behold, my servant shall eat. Who's the servants? The man, okay, who out there doing the work, okay? Them and their family will be, who are, you know, covered, okay, or part of that, hopefully lack in the house of David, okay, to be protected during these times. But ye shall be hungry, behold, my servant shall drink. But ye shall be thirsty, behold, my servant shall rejoice. But ye shall be ashamed, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart. But ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Now, only people he's planning on taking care of is who? His servants. So the rest of these nations are going to be out there, and you 2/3 jakes, okay, that want to follow what these other nations are doing, okay, that don't want to commit yourself to making those changes and come back into your true power to get your inheritance, okay. You're going to be out there struggling, okay? And can believe me, okay? You doggone niggers and niggers are not prepared to deal how Esau them has prepared. Esau them all the way down to maybe 6 months old, okay? Know how to use a weapon, how to strip a weapon and use a weapon properly, okay? And they are going to ensure that they survive. At least that's the mentality they're going out there with. Okay, you other nations over here, you Moabites, you so-called Chinese, you so-called Japanese, you Ammonites, you Elamites, you Hamites, all you other nations that are over here that are outnumbered by Jake, okay, and Esau, you're in for a whole heap of trouble, okay, and that's where that fourth horseman is going to come, okay, and destroy a whole lot of people. So Lord willing, you edified. I just wanted to bring this out because this is a hot topic right now that's going everywhere about the great famine that's coming here to America. It's already around the world, but nobody's ever seen it here before. Okay, just like how nobody's ever seen rain during the days of Noah when he testified. Nobody's ever seen famine before, but we're about to see it. Okay, so I'd like to close up by giving all glory and honor to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you brothers that are putting on the truth faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in, Shalom.